Hey, so it's time to move that hive. I should say that nuke into that hive. Earlier today, if you watched the last video, I found that I have a queen in our yellow nuke. So I have waited till the evening when most of the foragers are back, and we are going to go ahead and move them into their new home. I'm waiting for my smoker. Hold on one second. Okay, you got it? Thank you, thank you. And we're gonna move right on over there at the smoker already. And so I've got to build this nuke back up, or this hive back up. There's our little hive we're going to be, or our little nuke we're going to be moving everything out of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this forward right this minute, right onto the ground in front of here. I'm going to give them just a little bit of smoke so they stay nice and calm for me. Now what I need to do is I need to build that hive up to the position it needs to be. So let me I got to grab a deep box, which I think I'm going to have to find. Well, I got two down there, but I need to leave those there. All right, so I'm going to move this yellow nuke a little bit farther out of my way. I don't fall over it. It's funny, I just put a watch on and it started vibrating and I thought there was a bee in my sleeve. That's funny. I haven't worn that watch in a long time. I'm like, wait a minute, what's that? So I gotta move these guys. Let's see if I can just put them right on top. Maybe, maybe not. Getting some muscles. There. Those are heavy. All right, so I gotta go a little deeper here. Nope, I got a deep right here. Great. It's got a lousy frame in it though, so I'm probably gonna scrape that off. That's a pretty bad frame. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll put that down here. Put that on the base where those bees are gonna go. So let me show you what I did here. So now I gotta move something else out of the way. Just gotta keep moving stuff. Got lots of bees everywhere. All right, so now I'm gonna take the yellow nuke and I'm gonna lift it up and I'm gonna put it onto the pink nuke over here. And I'm gonna start taking these frames out of here. I'm gonna just let those guys go into the hive. See if I can get them to just go out there. And we're going to start moving these frames into that hive because now they have a queen, and I know they do, and they're going to be outgrowing this very rapidly, and we don't want them to take off on us. So let me go ahead and pull this frame out of here very carefully. Move you just a little so you can see. But I'm going to start pulling these frames out. They're not going to be happy about this. I'm going to real quick just eyeball this frame real fast. See if I see that queen. And I don't, so I'm going to just set that right down in there. Gonna give them their new home. Go ahead and we'll eyeball this one real fast. They are so nice. What sweet bees. And I don't see their queen there. I'm gonna put that one down in there. Kind of hard to do it from this angle with the video. Let's see. We can move you guys over here and you can kind of see everything. Maybe I'll work it from the back here, so that way you can see what I'm doing without my arms being in the way. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one in. Yeah, I don't think I better wear that watch when I'm out here because it kind of freaks me out when it vibrates, because it's the same feeling that the bees when they're in the palm of your hand. Boy, that feels strange. Yeah, no. It's already vibrated twice. I must be getting messages because it's hooked up to my phone. That's funny. All right. I'm going to stick all you guys down in here. And I know that I saw eggs and stuff in this earlier today. Pretty sure it was this one. Let me look a little deeper here, make sure it was this hive. I'm pretty sure it was. Put you guys in a better position here. Okay, so I've got bees in here. Let's see if my queen is in here. I don't see her. So I am going to just give them a little tap so that they come out of this hive. That corner needs to be tapped. Come on, girls, get out. And now I'm going to take this hive and I'm going to stick it down in the front near the entrance so that they can come out and they can go into the actual hive. All right, let me see if I might be able to spot that queen now. Get all my fancy stuff out here. It's a lot cooler now than it was earlier today. Boy, that's really something. It was roasting earlier today. All right, so I got my pen, it's working. All right, let me go through and see if I can spot that queen real quick and make sure I still see the eggs and I have the right little hive and it wasn't my pink one. I've been thinking it was the yellow one all day. So, yep, nothing here. So that can stay toward the outside. I'm going to have to find some more frames to put in here. I think they like their new home. Some of the other bees that are coming back are going, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. They'll figure it out. Is this the one I saw? Yeah, this is the one that has the eggs. All right, so I got the right frame, or the right hive, I should say. Let me quickly see if I can spot that queen again. Come on, where are you, girl? A lot of times they just like to flip sides every time you turn the frame. They want to go on the other side. I know I got a queen here somewheres. Absolutely. Okay, that is actually brood, so I'm going to leave that toward the center. And we'll pull this one out next. Get some of these bees off the corners. Okay, where are you? I feel like I'm close. Where are you, girl? goes my watch again. Yeah, definitely. Oh, and you know what? I went in and I started looking to see what this pollen was, this black pollen that they're bringing in. That's from my black currants. So I thought that was interesting. That one that's stuck here. All right, so she's not there. Now I waited until I knew they had a queen for moving them so that her scent would be throughout the hive well enough that they would be able to tell everybody else that, hey, we're in here. So you see how these bees here are putting their butts up in the air? Let me see if I can get you in camera. So they're putting their butts up in the air saying, hey, this is, they're putting out, their nasodoph glands are putting out the scent of their queens. So they're telling all the other bees that are in the air, this is home, come on in here. This is where we've moved to. Don't panic, it's all good. We're all together, we're right here. So you can see that a lot of the bees are starting to do that. Well, let's try this one. It'd be really nice if I could mark her before this gets too crazy full of bees. Where are you? I know you're here. Come out wherever you are. Yeah, this is all full of brood. Tiny, tiny brood. So I bet, I think she would be right here somewhere. Well, if I don't end up finding her, isn't the end of the world, because I know there's a queen here and she is definitely laying. So let's see, that has tons of babies on that side, and look at this big clump here. Where are you? And this side does not have eggs or larvae or anything. So I'm going to turn the one with the larvae toward the center. That's why they're huddling up on that brood to keep it warm. And these bees are fighting right here. It's probably the bees from next door, as in pink hive or pink nuke. Alright, there's tons of larvae here. They definitely needed to go into, so there's 3 frames, 4 frames of brood. So they definitely needed to come out of that nuke. Alright, this has brood on both sides. So I'm going to stick that one in between here. Try to keep that warm right in the center here. Alright, well, I do not see the queen anywhere in here. So I'm not going to worry about that because I know she's there, because we've got 4, 5, we've got 6 frames of brood that she's got going. So now I got to find 2 more deep frames, so you guys can watch the bees for a second while I see if I can find those frames. Let me move you just a little bit. I got to move that hive, and I'm going to move you just a little bit here so I can get in here, and you can watch those guys while I move some boxes around. 2 deep frames. You just grab those. Okay. 2 deep frames, check. Get around the back here. We'll go ahead and stick those right in here. I don't know where that queen is, but I assume that yeah, she's got to be in there because they are fanning to show the other bees where they are. Come on. Yeah, I'm stuck together there. Move these carefully. I think they're going to be very happy in here. Hopefully a lot of my worker bees will figure out to come in here because they're kind of like flying around the front of the hive now. They're trying to stick close to that yellow nuke. So let's see if I can get them all to go back into that hive here that are inside. And then I gotta kind of make the yellow nuke disappear so that they don't look for it. Come on, girls, get out. I only got a couple in here. Get out. Alright, so I'm going to move this yellow nuke out of here. And it looks like they're starting to figure out to go into that entrance because they know their hive was there. So it's just turned colors. And it's bigger now. Surprise! Well, that worked rather well. So hopefully it won't be very long and we'll be able to do that with the pink one too. As soon as we know that they've got a queen, we will go ahead and do the same thing with that situation. And you notice I'm putting these hives pretty close together now because in the winter, I'm trying to get my hand down in there, I dropped my, let me see if I can move this, and that won't help. Okay, I'll have to get another hive tool to pull that out. Oh wait, frame. I can just get another frame. I dropped my hive dot tool down in between the bricks. Come on. Okay, popped out the front. Good. That works. Okay, so now these guys are good. And I think they're figuring it out. There's not a whole lot of foragers out there in the air. There's some, but it's not what it could be. Now if we get some of those other bees down here, yeah, see she's down here on the front. Can you see that? You see the little bees down here on the front? They're throwing out the pheromone for their queen so that the bees that are out flying go, hey, home's right here, come on in. Because things have changed. So, all right. So anyway, that is hive number 9. We're not ready for this one yet because their queen hasn't shown up. But when that one has a queen, we'll be able to put that in the bigger box too. So that's what I'm waiting for. So now we have another hive that is queen right, and that is hive number 9. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's been fun. I'll see you soon, guys.